For 125 years, UA Local 50 has provided its members an excellent quality of life and a certain level of dignity.
We do pretty much everything we can for our members to be great citizens of our community.
We are more than just people that care for our own families. We're people that care for this entire area.
We are a community. We're part of this community, and we really believe and want this community to succeed.
Generations of members have benefited from their involvement in UA Local 50. From bargaining, informing, and educating to conducting political campaigns and charitable work, Local 50 has continuously worked to improve the communities it serves in Northwest Ohio.
It's everything I dreamed of. I mean, I get to do the work that I love and be around people that have the same passion that I do.
Their education and their training is exceptional.
And just the high quality of work, the workmanship.
I think there's just real pride in doing the work.
It's people who are working together for the same goal. It's people who want, job safety. They want to get paid what they're worth. They want to take care of their families.
We try to help one another to be better.
I've known people around here for 30 years and we watch out for each other pretty closely.
Before the turn of the 20th century, the Great Lakes region had proven itself as the formidable backbone of the U.S. economy, employing 75% of all manufacturing jobs nationwide. A product of America's industrial heartland, the plumbers, steam fitters, and gas fitters of Toledo Local 37 joined the International Association on March 22, 1887, with 15 charter members. The Toledo Local did not officially renounce its affiliation with the International Association until December 1, 1890, the date it became the 50th local chartered with the United Association of Journeymen and Apprentices of the Plumbing and Pipe Fitting Industry. The 37 charter members of UA Local 50 immediately began to institute positive changes within the plumbing and pipe fitting industries while working to recruit new members. For years, the UA struggled nationwide for authority over organized pipe craftsmen, with the National Association and other unions looking to increase their own influence. In contrast to the gun battles and mass defections faced in cities like Chicago and Pittsburgh, UA Local 50 was able to more swiftly defeat inter-union competition by employing strategies of solidarity, unionism, and pragmatism. The Local launched an aggressive organizing offensive, absorbing its opponents' members until they were finally forced to collapse. Through this victory, UA Local 50 emerged as a powerful leader in the Toledo labor movement, a position it still holds to this day. Toledo's population exploded in the decade following Local 50's inception. But economic repression, prohibition, and an anti-labor climate dealt major blows to the city and the livelihoods of its workers. By 1935, membership of Local 50 fell nearly 50% since the onset of the Great Depression. Through FDR's New Deal policies, Local 50 was able to fight back from the brink of disaster. The construction of the Collins Park Water Treatment Plant provided large-scale employment for Toledo's plumbers and fitters, producing a sizable increase in Local 50's membership and standing as a monument to their skills to this day. The Local would then go on to construct piping systems for assembly lines that produced more than $3 billion worth of military supplies during World War II. The union boasted 500 members by the end of the decade. Local 50 successfully negotiated higher pay in every year from 1947 to 1970, the year it merged with Local 357 of Fremont. Competent plumbers, fitters, and welders were needed at a steady increase for projects at Standard Oil, Toledo Edison, the Fiberglass Tower, and the University of Toledo, among many others. Due to expansion, the union relocated its offices from downtown to 5050 Bennett Road in 1961 and constructed a training center on the property 7 years later. In 2003, UA Local 50 moved to its current campus location in Northwood, which it shares with its partners at both the Piping Industry Training Center and the Mechanical Contractors Association. Construction of the Davis-Besse nuclear power station in the 1970s became the largest and most expensive project of Local 50's first 80 years in existence. The project created unprecedented demand for pipe craftsmen and increased the local's membership to 1,000. Additionally, HVAC service mechanics started to make an impact in the industry in 1972, and the first local agreement covering their work was instituted in 1976. By drawing on the highest traditions of craft unionism and being able to adapt to the unique character of Toledo's population and labor movement, Local 50 was able to not only survive, but thrive during the Reagan Depression and anti-union backlash of the end of the 20th century. Work on the Seagate Center, Toledo Trust Headquarters, and North Star BHP Steel Mill further cemented Local 50's mark on the region. The work of Local 50 was heralded by the International, instilling additional pride in a membership with a tradition of solidarity unmatched by any other UA affiliate. Over the past 125 years, the legacy of UA Local 50 has helped pave the way for its members to benefit from their union and become fixtures within the community, industry, and the political front.
Being 125 shows that our past ancestors and ourselves were doing something right to be around for this long. A lot of unions are getting smaller, we're actually getting bigger.
From where they were then to where we are now, it's unbelievable. The guys in front of us really laid the groundwork.
While history has created a strong foundation, the progressive steps currently being taken by UA Local 50 will position current and future members to tackle future innovation and thus ensure that the union will remain a pillar in the piping industry for generations to come. UA Local 50 has always been at the forefront of industry modernization with leading-edge member and apprentice training. The training members receive gives them the necessary skills and understanding to adapt and evolve to ever-changing technology and industry developments. The state-of-the-art Piping Industry Training Center is one of the most advanced training facilities in the country, boasting more than 45,000 square feet of advanced classroom and lab space where members master their trade.
And I've seen many training facilities, and we have one of the very, very best, there's no doubt.
We have the quality of training that we need. We've got an excellent state-of-the-art apprenticeship program that's always kept us up and moving.
The training center itself is top-notch, and the hands-on experience we get in class and in the field it can't be beat.
The facility that they have here and the classes they provide produce apprentices and then journeymen that can jump right in and help us on projects that are very technical.
So far, I've been on my job site about 4 weeks, and every one of the guys I've worked with, they genuinely care and they want you to learn what they've learned.
UA Local 50's training program has made its members leaders in the industry and prepared the union to aggressively tackle any future technology and advancement. Along the way, UA Local 50 members have put their handprints on the past and current landscape of the region. This can be seen in many local landmarks, as well as the residential, commercial, industrial, educational, and medical infrastructure throughout the region. From Toledo's first skyscraper, the 9-story NASB building, to the instantly recognizable One Seagate, the hard-working members of Local 50 have left their mark for over a century. More recent projects throughout the region, including the Huntington Arena, the BP Husky Refinery, and the Toledo Zoo and Aquarium, prove that the legacy of quality work will continue for generations to come. Now, as UA Local 50 celebrates its first 125 years, the long-standing institution stands ready to meet the challenges that await in the next 125 years.
So I ask all of you to join me in raising a glass. We honor the generations of UA Local 50 members who came before us, our brothers and sisters with us here tonight, and we promise the future members of UA Local 50 to leave this union in better shape than we arrived. Cheers.
This local remains committed to evolving and maintaining the skills needed to work with new technology and other advancements in the piping industry. Through education, training, and keeping in touch with the needs of the region, The plumbers, steam fitters, and HVAC service mechanics of UA Local 50 continue to provide the skills needed to maintain dominance in the piping industry. UA Local 50 will continue to adapt and evolve to best serve its hard-working membership by providing them with the representation they need and deserve at the bargaining table, in the political arena, and in the construction trades industry.
Their passion's with it, their heart's with it. They believe and live with our industry and Local 50 and the piping industry itself.
And to me, that camaraderie, that brother and sisterhood, I mean, you can't find that a lot of places nowadays.
We have many qualified men and women in this local who strive every day to show excellence on the job site.
They are capable, they are bright, they are strong, and they will build bigger and better things than I ever laid my hand to. And I have all the faith in the world that that will happen.
With a strong past and a bright future, members of UA Local 50 remain what they've always been: industry and community leaders, ready for what lies ahead.